Welcome back to ISRAR'S channel and to part 2 of our transportation management series. In part 1, we laid the foundation. We talked about what transportation management is, its goals, key functions, different transport modes, how it connects with the supply chain, and finally the tool commonly used. Now, in part 2, we are moving forward to something critical, that is carrier selection. How do you choose the right carrier? What factors matter most? Stick around, we have got it all coming up. Carrier selection is a vital part of transportation management that involves choosing the most suitable transportation provider carrier to move goods from one location to another. The goal is to ensure timely, safe, and cost effective delivery while aligning with service expectations and operational need. Now let's explore why carrier selection plays a crucial role in transportation management. It directly supports the achievement of the key transportation management objectives such as ensuring reliable and timely delivery of goods, optimizing transportation costs, maintaining quality and safety standards, supporting customers' service goals, and finally complying with legal and regulatory requirements. After exploring the importance and objectives of carrier selection, let's now move on to the key criteria used in choosing the right carrier. The first factor we will consider while selecting a carrier is the cost and the freight rates. So there should be competitive pricing including base rate, fuel surcharge and accessorial charges. Then service reliability is another very important factor for the selection of the carrier. On-time performance history and damage rate should be checked. The next factor is the coverage and the network. We have to consider geographic service area and the transit time of the carrier. Another very important factor to check is capacity availability. So availability to meet volume requirements during peak and regular times. We have to also check the carrier's reputation, like its market credibility and references. Technology and tracking facility availability is also be checked. So its ability to provide real-time visibility and integrate with our TMS. We have to also check insurance and compliances. So proper licenses, insurance coverage and regulatory compliances are very important for the selection of a carrier. Once we have clearly defined our objectives and established the selection criteria, we can proceed with the carrier selection process. Following are the key steps involved. First of all, define shipping requirements like type of cargo, destination, and frequency and the timing. After having the clear understanding of your requirements, do the request for proposal, that is RFP, quotation, RFQ, invite bids from qualified carriers. Then evaluate the proposals based on the criteria such as cost, service level, and compliances. After selection, do the carrier's assessment and do a trial. So pilot testing to validate their performance. After the validation of the carrier selection,
you can do the contract negotiation and do the finalization, and including agreeing on the terms, rates, and you have to do a service level agreement, and then any fine or penalties in case they are doing any violation to the contract. After selection and working with the carrier, then you start doing the monitoring of their performance. So regular evaluation using key KPIs like OTIF, on the time, in full, and claims ratio, etc. Here are some key carrier performance metrics that can be used to evaluate a carrier's effectiveness. These are on time delivery percentage, invoice accuracy, customer service responsiveness, cost per shipment, claims ratio. Finally, I would like to recommend some best practices you can follow to maximize performance and results from your carrier. These include: maintain a diverse carrier base to avoid risk of dependency. Use TMS, transportation management system tools, to automate selection and rate comparison. Build long-term relationships with high-performing carriers. Regularly review carriers' contract and renegotiate as needed. This concludes the second part of our transportation management series, where we have discussed carrier selection, its objectives, selection criteria, the selection process, key performance indicators, and industry's best practices. In the third part, we will develop a carrier evaluation template and explore how it can be used to systematically compare and assess different transportation carriers. Until then, goodbye and take care.